Good evening and once again welcome to my YouTube channel, Pearson and Excel International Math by Mr. Kamoto. And in this video, I want us to just use completing the square method in solving quadratic equations. And now that we know how to complete the square, I want to go straight to solving this quadratic equation, and I'll be dealing with example 9 on page 117. In solving this particular quadratic equation. And one thing I would want to say is that if you complete this question, this quadratic expression, if you complete the square, you'll have x plus 2 over 2, which is 1 squared, minus 1 squared minus 2, which remains 0. That is already a completed square. And at that particular point, you have x plus 1 squared minus 1 minus 2, which is minus 3, is still equals to 0. And of course, rearranging the same statement, we have x plus 1 squared is equals to 3. And the first thing to do is to first of all find the square root on both sides so that you can relieve the left-hand side of the square, and therefore the root of that is equals to the root of that. Therefore x plus 1 is equals to minus of 3. Please remember the square root of any number is plus or minus. So at the end of the day, you read now this plus 1 will have cross over, and you'll have x is equals to minus 1, because when it comes over, it becomes minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 3. So in one aspect, x is going to be minus 1 plus root 3, or x is equals to minus 1 minus root 3. So both those are the two solutions that are possible for that particular question. And in the same example, I want to express part B, which is 2x squared minus 6x is equals to 4. And at the end of the day, you realize that 2 is common between the first and the second term. So you'll have 2x squared minus 3 is equals to 4. So we complete the square of the left-hand side with 2 multiplying everything x minus 3 over 2 squared minus 3 over 2 squared is equals to 4. And this affect the whole at a particular point. So what we have is 2 x minus 3 over 2 squared minus 9 over 4. Close the major bracket, and then is equals to 4. So these two affect everything within the bigger bracket, but of course it is not easy to open up this and then multiply by 2, so we leave it like that and have 2x x plus or before we can even do that, we can have to divide by 2 throughout. We can divide by 2 throughout, though we would have divided by 2 even in the very first step. So we have x plus 3 over 2 squared is equals to 2, because 4 over 2 is 2, plus 9 over 4. Of course, over 1 is 4. You have 8, 9 to get 17 out of 4. So at that point, we have x plus 3 over 2 squared is equals to is equals to 17 over 4. Again, we look for the square root, which gives us x plus 3 over is equals to plus or minus the root of 17 over 4. Incidentally, we do not have a terminating square 17, we have a terminating square 2. So the whole thing becomes now the root of 17 all over 2. Realize that the root now only affects the root of the denominator is perfectly 2, and then it is from the square root. So today you'll realize x is the whole of 3 over 2 cross, so it becomes minus over 2 plus minus the root of 17 over 2, and that is just the answer. So at the end of the day, to give the x independently, the x is minus 3 over plus the root of 7 all over 2. X is equals to minus 3 over 2 minus the root of 17 over 2. There you go. And these are the equations of. Now we have been able to do quadratic equations using complete square method. That is just like it. It's a matter of doing what we learned in the previous videos, because now giving solutions to the value. Once again, visit the YouTube channel at Excel International Maths by Mr. Kamoto, and of course, subsequently, let us work together. All right.